Nigeria has threatened to sanction the British Airways. WOTOWOTO. This is not a joke. Nigeria is telling the British Airways right now, as I'm talking to you, that British Airways, if you do anyhow again, if you just make a slightest mistake and do anyhow, we will shoot you out of here. Understand? Nigeria is not joking. Nigeria is giving them back what they deserve. It's just giving the British Airways and the British government what they are looking for. You see, you cannot look for trouble with Nigeria and expect Nigeria to beg. It's not Nigeria. That's not how Nigeria government goes about their things. This is not the first time, nor is the second time. And Britain or the UK is not the first country that Nigeria is dealing with them this kind of way in terms of these flight issues. We remember the same issue happened with Dubai, where Nigeria said, fly Emirates, your Dubai airlines should not even enter Nigeria. We don't want to see them at all. And for over 1 year, they did not come. So they had to retaliate by maybe suspending Nigeria visa to United Arab Emirates to Dubai, and people are busy shouting, oh, Dubai doesn't want Nigerians. Ignorance. It's because the way Nigeria is giving those countries WOTOWOTO, Nigeria doesn't give them peace. You understand? So now the UK is making that same mistake. I don't know why they think that Nigeria is a country where they can always come to Nigeria and play. They don't just want to learn. How can you be a country, you are doing your business, it's the aviation business, it's a flight business. You know that Nigeria also has aviation company and flight company. Yet you want your own aviation company, British Airways, to enter Nigeria and disrespect Nigeria. You want British Airways to come to Nigeria, gallivant themselves, have the best port to land, have the best airport to land, use the best space, enjoy the best opportunities in the Nigeria airport. Yet the Nigerian own aviation company, you don't want to even give them a spot on your own airport. You don't want to give them position where their flights can come and land. So you want that the British Airways to make all the money in Nigeria, make all the money on the flights, make all the money so that Nigerian companies that are in aviation sector can go broke. What kind of business is that? You think Nigeria is Ghana? You think Nigeria is South Africa? You think Nigeria is a yeye country that will tolerate all of that? It will never happen. They should learn. The British will learn, the whites will learn, the Arabs will learn, the Americans will learn that you don't do this with Nigeria. You don't. So Nigeria government has decided that if the British Airways does not change, if the British government or the owners of the British airports, whoever controls those airports, if they're not going to treat Nigeria with respect, if they're not going to give Nigeria the respect they deserve and handle business as business, mutual benefits, so everybody can enjoy the benefits of the business, then they should stay and fly to other countries. They should not come to Nigeria. What is happening? Why is Nigeria taking this decision? And why is Nigeria giving the British Airways WOTOWOTO and the British government? I'm going to tell you guys in this video. That's my job. You don't say I like when Nigeria, the humble white man. That is my best moment. I am so happy. My body is sweet whenever I see Nigeria humbling the white man. Because I know Nigeria is the only country that has the audacity, that has the power to stand and do that. Unlike Ghana, South Africa, that have become boy and master, and you know, they have just humbled themselves to become whatever they call themselves to those white masters. Not Nigeria. Not Nigeria. I repeat, not Nigeria. So the Nigeria Air Peace is one of the biggest aviation company in Nigeria. Decided to start flying to London. Decided to start flying to America, to start flying to other places. You understand? And in London, you have busy airports. I don't know, there are many busy airports, but the busiest airports there in London, you guys know them best. They refuse that the Nigeria Air Peace will not have a position to land at the busiest airport in London. I think they call it Hart something airport. You understand? So they refuse to give the Nigeria Air Peace access to that airport. They say Nigeria Air Peace wants to come to London. They will go and land in some yeye airports, like remote airports, far away from town, off the town, so that people will not want to use that airport, because you will not be traveling to London and you will take a company that cannot go and land in London. Maybe you go and land in another small town out of London. Then you start struggling to take a taxi or find your way into London. So that's what they are doing. So intentionally, they want that customers should avoid airpeace, should not use airpeace to go to London, because the position where they will land will stress them to come to London. That is the intention behind the decision that the British are making, so that airpeace will not grow, so that Nigeria will not grow. Because if airpeace is not growing, it means Nigeria is not growing. If Nigeria companies are not growing, it means Nigeria will not grow. Because the government need those taxes. The government need the money. It's true that the company does not belong to the government, but the government needs the money. The company is rich. Government will benefit. Nigerians will benefit. So that's what they decided to do to airpeace. And the Nigerian government said, okay, if you're not going to give airpeace, since it's a Nigerian-based company, a good place to land at London, busiest airport, at the best airport in London, then guess what? You, British Airways plus any other airway that is owned by the British, will not land in Lagos. We will remove you from Lagos. We will not give you a spot in Lagos airport. We will not give you a spot in Abuja airport. You can go and land in Kaduna. You can go and land in Port Harcourt. You can land anywhere else in Nigeria. But you see, we will also refuse giving you the spot to land in the busiest airport in Nigeria. And that is how Nigeria has responded to them. So till now, we are still waiting to hear from the British, their aviation sector, those who are managing the airports in London and other parts of the UK. We are still waiting to hear from them if they will respond positively to what Nigeria is doing. But it is of their own interest, because if they don't do what Nigeria is demanding for them to do, they should forget about British Airways landing at Lagos, landing at beautiful airports in Nigeria. Nigeria will give them exactly the same treatment. Nigeria will deal with them the same way they are dealing with Nigeria. And that is it. And that is how African countries should behave. That is the perfect way to treat these white people, to treat these Europeans and these Americans, so they can learn to respect Africa. And that's why I love Nigeria so much. Nigeria, just love you so much, because of the way you are handling and dealing with these people. The British can never do this to an American company. They will never do this to a Dubai company. They will never do this to any other company apart from an African company. Why? Why? Because you take Africans for granted, right? We encourage Nigeria to go ahead. They should not come to Lagos. They should not come to Abuja. They should go and land in remote villages too, if they are not going to give Nigeria a better spot at London airport. It is what it is. Your boy Ajay Magzi on this one again. God bless you all. Cheers.